Deep in the heart of the world's most remote jungles, hidden deep beneath towering canopies and dense foliage, lie secrets that defy all logic. From unexplainable structures to creatures straight out of nightmares, these discoveries have left scientists speechless. Could these anomalies hold the key to ancient civilizations, or something even more sinister? Get ready to uncover the mysteries lurking in the shadows of the jungles that science cannot explain. Starting off today in our number 10 spot, we have the Mount Lico Rainforest. No one expected to stumble across an entirely uncharted rainforest in the modern world, yet that's exactly what happened in 2012 when a butterfly expert named Dr. Julian Bayliss spotted something unbelievable. A lush, untouched jungle hidden inside a crater high atop a mountain in Mozambique. This was not some ancient explorer's tale, it was confirmed by Google Earth images and later by a team of 28 researchers who braved treacherous cliffs, dense foliage, and dizzying heights to reach the isolated forest known as Mount Lico. Once there, the mysteries just kept piling up. They identified never-before-seen species, including a brand new butterfly christened in honor of the mountain itself. Even more baffling were the signs of past human presence. Scattered clay pots suggesting that long-lost communities had somehow found their way up this impossible terrain. No one knows who they were or how they got there, leaving scientists with more questions than answers about this remarkable green world in the sky. Next, we are talking about the Mitchell-Hedges crystal skull. Famous for making seasoned archaeologists scratch their heads in disbelief, the Mitchell-Hedges crystal skull, discovered at the ruined Maya city of Lubanton in Belize's steamy rainforest, isn't just an artifact. It's a riddle carved in stone. Unearthed in the 1920s, this flawless human skull was reportedly shaped from a single piece of pure quartz, a feat that seems impossible without advanced tools. Even today, experts armed with modern technology struggle to explain how anyone managed such precision centuries ago. Adding more fuel to the mystery, its backstory is plagued by disputes over who truly found it and when, while whispers of lost civilizations, secret rituals, and supernatural powers swirl around its legend. Scientists have tried scanning, testing, and replicating it, only to admit that the skull's creation and purpose remain unexplainable. In other words, a clear crystal curiosity that refuses to give up its secrets right in the heart of the jungle. Next, we are talking about the giant stone head of the Guatemalan jungle. Few jungle legends leave archaeologists more infuriated than the whispered tale of that colossal stone head supposedly lurking in the Guatemalan rainforest back in the 1950s. There is just one photograph, and it shows a face with strikingly European-like features, nothing like the typical Mesoamerican styles known in that part of the world. What's worse, the carving was allegedly discovered far from any known site, as if whoever made it purposely hid it from prying eyes. Then, before anyone credible could study the mysterious sculpture, guerrilla fighters reportedly blew it to pieces, taking its secrets to the grave. Now all that's left is a single blurry image and a swarm of unanswered questions. Did a forgotten civilization craft it with some lost technique? Was it a hoax? Or did it represent some outsider's influence that never made it into the textbooks? Whatever the truth may be, that vanished stone head remains one of the jungle's most maddening riddles. In our number 7 spot today, we are talking about the case of the missing birds. The sounds of birds once echoed through every corner of Panama's Barrow, Colorado island, with more than 200 bird species nesting above the dense forest floor. Today, a quarter of them are simply gone, and despite decades of research, nobody truly knows why. When the Panama Canal was completed in 1914, Gatun Lake's waters swelled and transformed the landscape, strangling old ecosystems and supposedly clearing out top predators. Without them, ecologists suspected monkeys and kotei populations exploded, plundering bird nests and crippling the avian population. That neat little theory, however, didn't hold up under scrutiny. In the 1990s, when ecologist Douglas Robinson set up video surveillance, he caught a surprising culprit red-handed: snakes slithering into nests and devouring eggs. But if snakes alone were doing the damage, why did more than 45 species disappear by 2000? There's some hidden factors at work here, and decades later, researchers are still stumped. Next, we are talking about the hidden German hideout. Few discoveries spark as much speculation as the deserted stone buildings hidden deep in Argentina's remote rainforest, a place where decades-old rumors speak of war criminals escaping justice and entire hideouts awaiting their arrival. Researchers, led by Daniel Chevelzon, recently unearthed 3 mysterious, time-worn structures surrounded by dense vegetation near the Paraguayan border, an area so inaccessible and carefully chosen that it practically screamed secret refuge. Inside, they found old German coins dating back from 1938 to 1944, bits of porcelain marked Made in Germany, and carvings that hinted at a disturbing past. Historians know that as World War II ended, many high-ranking figures from a defeated European regime fled to South America, supported by a network of underground escape routes called rat lines. The plan, it seems, was to stash leaders in safe havens tucked far from prying eyes, and this hidden compound had all the hallmarks of a last resort bolt hole. What's truly puzzling is that the structures appear to have seen little, if any, use. Instead, they've been left to collapse into the jungle, their presence haunting anyone who dares to question how far desperate men would go to vanish into the green, and why this forgotten fortress still stands as an eerie monument to secrets that history has yet to fully expose. At our number 5 spot today, we have the mysterious Amazon rings. Archaeologists still can't wrap their heads around the strange ring-shaped ditches carved deep into the earth of the Amazon long before it grew into the lush jungle we know today. These ancient earthworks predate the rainforest itself, challenging everything we once assumed about when and how this land took shape. Some experts think the rings might have served as defense perimeters, while others suggest they could have been sophisticated irrigation systems or even sacred ceremonial sites. Whatever the truth, these odd formations don't just spark curiosity, they flip the script on the long-held idea that the Amazon was untouched wilderness until Europeans arrived. In our number 4 spot today, we have the lost city of giants in Ecuador. Few discoveries rattle our understanding of the past more than what explorers claimed to find deep in the Ecuadorian jungle a little over a decade ago. Led by native guides, a group of adventurers stumbled upon crumbling ruins that looked like something out of a lost age. Towering stone blocks and what appeared to be a colossal pyramid, roughly 260 feet tall and 260 feet wide, dwarfing even today's skyscraper cranes. Scattered around were impossibly large tools, so oversized that no ordinary human could ever wield them. Local legends have long whispered of giants who once strode through these lands, shaping entire cities as if playing with toy blocks. This find, dubbed the Lost City of Giants, isn't just another wild story. It's a baffling historical detour, leaving researchers scratching their heads over who or what could have built these monuments and why no written records hint at their time on Earth. In our number 3 spot today, we have the Sri Lanka alien meteorite. No one expected a rock dropping into a Sri Lankan jungle to stir up the possibility of life beyond Earth, yet when scientists in the UK analyzed a meteorite that crash-landed there, they found something that upended assumptions. Inside were what looked like fossils and algae, tiny structures that just might point to alien origins. If that's true, it would mean that we're not alone in this universe and that life can hitch rides on cosmic debris, quietly traveling through the void before planting itself on new worlds. Naturally, not everyone is buying it. Skeptics argue that these so-called alien organisms are actually just common freshwater species, probably picked up after the meteorite made landfall. Did Earth's environment contaminate the sample, or are we staring at actual evidence that life can emerge from interstellar darkness? In our number 2 spot today, we have the Maya network discovered under Guatemala. No one expected to lift the veil on an ancient world hidden just beneath the treetops, but in 2018, cutting-edge laser surveys exposed a staggering secret in Guatemala's northern Petén region. More than 60,000 Maya ruins suddenly came into focus. Temples, pyramids, causeways, and and residential areas scattered over 810 square miles of dense, leafy rainforest. Even seasoned archaeologists were completely floored. This kind of urban sprawl suggested a once thriving empire of millions, far larger than textbooks had ever hinted. The site lay tantalizingly close to known Maya cities, but these revelations reshaped the map, forcing experts to rethink just how far the Maya had spread and how deeply they influenced their lush homeland. And finally, in our number 1 spot today, we have the man-made rainforest. Not so long ago, ecologists would have bet their reputations that rainforests take eons to form. Yet, on a remote volcanic outpost called Ascension Island, a thriving jungle proved them wrong in record time. In just 150 years, a once barren landscape has given way to a dense green canopy, all thanks to a ragtag assortment of plant seeds dropped off by the British Royal Navy in 1843. Back then, Charles Darwin himself described the island as completely devoid of trees, so seeing it now, alive with towering flora and bustling wildlife, has turned ecological theory on its head. How did these foreign species team up to create something so complex so quickly? Scientists are still scrambling for answers, admitting that this unexpected explosion of life raises big questions about how ecosystems form and adapt. It's a living, breathing reminder that nature can break the rules we thought we knew. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye!